Can you hear me? Not if you can hear me. Go ahead and put not. This land is your land.
Testing. There's Mary.
Okay. There we go. One, two, three. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. There was a big high wall there that tried to stop me. sign was painted, said private property, but on the back side it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me. Well, the sun comes shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. A voice come chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
One more time.
This land was made for you and me.
Well, we're going to sing one more.
Oh, good.
One more. And this has got such beautiful harmonies. If you want to look in your hymnal, it's number 364. There's hymnals in the chairs in front of you on the bottom. If you like to sing harmony, because it's got beautiful harmonies. We're singing verse 1, verse 3, and verse 4. Let's all stand and sing this song, if you're able, if you feel able.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Let music swell the breeze and ring from all the trees, sweet freedom song. Let mortal tongues awake, let all the brave partake, let rafter silence break, the sound grow long. Our fathers, God, to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing. Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God our King.
Good morning. I'm Paula Land, your platform chair for this morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Cedar Rapids. It's so great to see you on this holiday weekend, and we welcome our live streamers. And please know that we welcome you to our service today, and know that we are connected heart to heart and soul to soul. We welcome our guests today, And if you have not been here before, please pick up a guest packet. And even if you've been here, but we maybe don't know who you are or have your information, we would love to have you fill out this guest survey so that we can make sure we get you on our e-news list so that you get one email a week and know what's going on at our center. So our speaker today is Amy Guardado. I'm sorry, Guardado. Sorry. Amy is a nonprofit leader passionate about making a lasting impact through fundraising and advocacy. With a decade of fundraising experience and her master's in strategic leadership, she has led successful initiatives that help build cultures in philanthropy and bring communities together for local and statewide nonprofits in immigration and refugee services, mental health, and healthy families. Welcome, Amy, and your lovely husband, Gabriel. Our musicians today is the UCR band, Nina, Angela, Tom, Don, and Ben. And now's the time to sing our children off to youth ministry. First, let's bless them. We love you, we bless you, we behold the light in you. And guess what? We're not actually singing them off because we have a month off for our YFM teachers. Well deserved. You work so hard all year. And we have a wonderful table in the back with activities set up for the kiddos. So we will still sing You're Walking in the Light because we just love to sing the song.
Oh, okay.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
And now it's time for our invocation and opening song. So please stand as you are able.
There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in me. God the good, God the good, God the good, omnipotent.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my right place in the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Let's greet each other.
Here we go. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here.
That song is always so great to get the energy flowing. Whew. I would like to welcome up to the platform for our ministry minute, Ann Lilly. Ann is our lead for interior decor, and our board liaison is Michelle Cole. So are you tag teaming it, or are you, is it just, okay, Ann, come on up. Come on up.
All right. Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, my Unity family. Good to be here. Really good to be here. I will make it short and sweet. Oh, I can hear that now. All right. I have spoken in front of groups before, but 1 minute, it's a long time. All right. I am team leader for the Unity Decor team, we call it. I have a question for you. You don't have to be on the spot, but just nod or... When you look around our environment here at Unity, do you like what you see? Yes. But do you see room for improvement? There are those of us that always want improvement. Be honest with yourself, with me. If your answer is yes to either question, please join my team. I would love you to join our team, because we are what makes some of this happen. We're separate from buildings and grounds, right? We do things that are less permanent. So maybe we do the floral decor, holiday decor, special events. When we had the Centennial event, we had a lot of fun with that theme. And I want to throw in there, before I forget, we love to reduce, reuse, recycle. We have, of course, a limited budget. So we scrounge around for things. Sometimes we get great donations. We reuse things. We donate things that we don't have a need for any longer. We do things. We might choose some paint colors. We don't usually do the painting. We might find armchairs for the big room for those people that need assistance of an armchair. Big thing that we do is decorating for Christmas. And I say this is big because it's a job. We have like 3 Christmas trees that we get out. And my issue with Christmas decorations has always been the takedown and put away. This is not my fun part. So we put up the Christmas trees. We pull them in from the garage, put them up. decorate them. We put up the nativity scenes. We have some beautiful nativity scenes, and we decorate different areas of the space, and then we take it all down, put it away. So we need a lot of help at that time. So it's not a huge time commitment. We sometimes organize closets, hang pictures, those kinds of things. So if this seems like something you'd be interested in, like I said, limited time commitment, please let me know, come to me, let me know, and I will put your name on my list. And you can always remind me in the future if you need, if you'd like to help. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. We so appreciate what your team does to keep our space looking beautiful and fresh. All right. As we mentioned, YFM is taking a break for the month. This Tuesday at 6:30 is True Tuesday. So if you have any questions about True Tuesday, see Rachel Pennell, or I think Ashley could also answer any questions. Awesome. Spirit Space Book Study resumes this week. Brand new book, Understanding Your Soul, The Channeled Wisdom of Jesus by Christine M. Bush. The book is available in the Sacred Grounds of Books, and that is Thursday, July 10th at 10:30 until 12. So please join the very lively discussion group. Brunch prep on Saturday, July 12th has been moved to earlier, 8 to 10 a.m., so everyone can walk in the Pride Parade. So come out here, help prepare for brunch, go down to Nubo, and do the Pride Parade. Speaking of Pride, everyone is invited to walk in the parade. It's very short, so you will not get worn out. We would love to have a large unity group. It's only a couple of blocks, but we always like to have good showing at this event. Be sure to sign up so we can give you the details of where to meet. Speaking of signing up, Rachel is here.
Sign up, just so we kind of have a number, that would be great. I'll be around after today.
They can't hear you. Come on. I was going to say it, but you're much more compelling of a...
I don't know. Okay. Yes, please sign up if you are willing and able to work or help volunteer in our booth, also in the parade. But I will be around, and then if you are wanting to sign up for the booth, we'll meet after today for a short time to just kind of go over what we want, which really is just friendly, fun, loving personalities, just being ourselves and exactly who we are. And then just one thing, the parade doesn't have there's not a big theme this year, but the parade, there is a Mardi Gras theme. So there's no obligation, but if you want to add any beads or anything and you're walking in the parade, feel free.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for heading that up. And it is important to sign up because we need to have a certain number of people for each shift in the booth. So please sign up either using the QR code or to sign up on the clipboard that Rachel will have. All right, Sunday, July 13th is our community meeting and basketball watch party. Woohoo! So we happened to schedule a community meeting for the same day as the Fever game, and you know us here, we are pretty big Fever fans, so we got creative and decided to do brunch and watch the Fever game at the same time. So we will stay in the, it says up there, community meeting in the sanctuary. We're here in the sanctuary, yes. Community meeting in the sanctuary after the service. Once that's done, we'll go down, eat, and have fun watching the game. So please come, because there's a lot of really good information that the board will be sharing. And what? Oh, and of course, good food. That's a given. It's always good food. All right. There is a used book sale in the lobby. These are books that my mom, Sally, had, and actually quite a few of them went into the lending library. But these are the extra books that don't really fit in the lending library. So if you would like to, some books for authors like Wayne Dyer, Edgar Casey, Life After Death, any donation that you give, the proceeds will go to Unity. But if you don't have $1, take the book. Okay, just take the book. We're going to do this all month until supplies last. And next week, our very own Ruth Geary will talk about the power of imagination. Yay. And today, if you do have a prayer request, I will be your prayer room partner, and I will be stationed right outside this door, ready and willing and very happy to pray with you. And now we have a song.
Let's all stand as we're able and sing America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleamed, undimmed by human tears. America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea.
Please join me in saying the statement of purpose. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We gather to create an experience of spirit. At Unity CR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path of spiritual living. Our mission is to provide spiritual awareness and share the wonder and joy of God's love. And the daily word for today is so appropriate, possibilities. Please join me in the affirmation statement. I open my mind to limitless possibilities. There are limits to what my mind can imagine. I may find a challenge too big to overcome or too complex to work through. In the past, I might have avoided such challenges, but today I turn within for guidance. Within my inner sanctuary, I find infinite possibilities. For God, nothing is or ever could be impossible. As a spiritual being, I open my mind to these possibilities that can enter my imagination. With spiritual sight, I begin to apprehend what is possible. I emerge from my prayer time filled with inspiration and clarity, ready to take the steps necessary to make my vision a reality. I return again and again to the limitless field of infinite potential where I can claim divine ideas and know the presence and power of God is in and through all things. Our Bible verse is from Luke chapter 1, verse 37. For nothing will be impossible with God.
We're going to do a song written by Greg Tamblyn. Does anybody here know about Greg Tamblyn? Yeah, Paula. He's been very popular in at Unity conventions, and he actually came here years ago. He's a comedian. It's really funny. And this song actually is one of them that isn't funny, but it's really beautiful. And it's a story song from the point of view of an immigrant from somewhere south of the border, we don't know where, but he landed in Rio Rosso, New Mexico. And this is him reflecting on his life now and then. So, and Angela's going to sing it for us. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As the morning starts to paint the desert sky, dust rises behind his truck, and Roberto smiles as he drives, 'cause his wife just wished him luck. With a kiss, how could life be better than this? As the town of Rio Rosso comes into view, there's a picture in his mind of a village in his youth, a hard and poorer time when he'd wish life could be better than this. Far to the north, they would tell him, children are born with money to feed them. You can find what you need there. You can dream there. When he returns, he pulls his truck into the drive of his small adobe home. She is waiting just inside. Honks the horn so she will know the job is his. How could life be better than this? Far to the north they would tell him, children are born with money to feed them. You can find what you need there. You can dream there.
Good morning. I am so blessed to be here with you folks, and my husband as well, too. For the amount of time that we have to talk about immigration, you know, this is just enough for just a peek into it, just one introduction. So by all means, I want to invite you personally to talk after the service during coffee, and no question is out of the question. We would rather you ask both of us your questions, even if you feel like maybe this is an uncomfortable question. No, it's not. We'd rather people understand and get their questions answered, so by all means, please join us. My name is Amy Guardado, and I met this gentleman back in 2010. At the time, I was living in Reno, Nevada, and I was a single mother. I had 2 boys, and they were about 7 and 10 at that time. I grew up in Iowa, and I did spend some time in Chicago after I graduated from college, but this was a very different time in our lives. Now, growing up in Iowa, I went to school with some of the world's best teachers and had such a lovely experience all the way elementary to high school. And I always felt like my teachers loved me so much. But in Reno, the schools were opposite. They were terrible, and my kids hated going to school. So we knew that it was not the best situation from the start. Now, one day, I was going to Target, and I was going to pick up some bedding and some bedroom decorations for a new apartment that my kids and I were moving into. I happened to be walking down the bedding aisle, and all of a sudden, this gentleman came up to me, and he said, "Do you speak English?" Or no, I'm sorry, I always get this screwed up. He said, "Do you speak Spanish?" And I was like, no. I thought whatever help he needs, I'm not gonna be able to give it to him. But nonetheless, he said to me, "I want your phone number." And I'm glad your response is that way, because quite frankly, if one of my kids told me that they met this person at a random store and they asked for their phone number, I would be like, "Tell me you didn't do it. Tell me." But I am definitely a woman of faith. And at that moment, it felt just right. And so even though he couldn't speak much English, I felt like something's happening here. And so I handed over my phone, and he put his number in it, and I put my number in his phone. And afterward, he gave me a kiss on the cheek, and he walked away. And he tells me afterwards that he was fearful that I was going to call the police because this random guy had kissed me on the cheek. That wasn't certainly not how I felt at that moment. But as the time went by, we communicated better and better. And he had had a little bit of English in school, and so all of that English just flooded back as we got to know each other better. Now, we came to a time when the school was ending. It was year-round school, and we were heading into summer break here in Iowa. And so my dad, who lives in Mount Vernon, and my younger sister, who also lives there, had been after me to bring the kids home. Now, I finally felt like maybe this is the right time. And so we talked about whether or not we were going to move to Iowa. Now, living in Reno, it's like 65% Native American and Hispanic. So moving to Iowa, I knew that it's going to be a whole different demographic. And I thought this might be a lot harder for us. But nonetheless, it really felt like God was speaking to us and he was leading us home. So we took the leap, and thankfully, Gabriel decided that he wanted to come with me. And the kids got in school, and everything felt much more to me like home. And as a matter of fact, speaking of home, as we drove across Interstate 80 and came to the big Iowa sign, you could see all the tall oak trees and the maple trees and all the green. And he said to me, "I didn't know you were taking me to my home." And come to find out later down the road as well, we talked about how we were not married at that point. But he has always said to me, "I married you when I came to Iowa." So he is my match. He is my soulmate. He is my spiritual equal. He is all the things to me. But we knew that there was this big elephant in the room everywhere we went. So at the point where we were coming into Iowa, kind of starting a brand new life, we decided that we had to address the immigration issue. At that time, there weren't so many people that were encountering ICE like they are today. But I can tell you that night after night, as I lay in bed, I wondered every single night if tomorrow was the last day. I thought all the time when he would go off to work, where he worked at a Mexican restaurant, I thought, will he come home? And this traumatizing cycle that we were in just continued and continued. So we knew we have to take action. We have to get the immigration correct and legal and stable. Well, at that time, a friend of ours introduced us to Iowa Justice for Our Neighbors. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of them, but they are a Methodist-supported agency out of Des Moines who provides free legal services to immigrants and refugees, but the only thing you end up paying is the service fee, or like the forms that you have to pay the government. So we got involved with them. We met a wonderful, wonderful attorney and family friend named Anne, and she guided us through the 3 years that it took from the time we applied to the time that he was invited back to El Salvador, to the embassy, for his final interview. So we heard, during these 3 years, we heard so many stories about people that went in and, they worked for a better life for their family and they wanted to provide for their children. Good people. And they would go into the interview and be denied. We heard about so many people who told us that it really depended on the immigration officer's mood that day. And so, as this is nearly a life and death interview for us, we knew it could go either way. So, in 2016, we got the invitation or the appointment to come back to El Salvador. And basically, we went there. We were there for quite a long time together. And the day came that he needed to take his immigration interview. And he ended up being matched up with a young man who looked like he was no more than 21. We had prepared for this interview for so long. The what ifs, the concerns about, what am I going to speak English? Am I going to speak Spanish? How is this going to go? The whole interview ended up lasting 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And while we were waiting, my dad and my dad's girlfriend and Gabriel's brother, we were all waiting in a coffee shop just a couple of blocks away from the embassy. And then we got a notification on our phones from him, a text that said, "I'm done." And we piled in the car to go and pick him up. And there was no parking around there, so we had to kind of like time it and be on the lookout for him. And as we found him, he was running on the sidewalk back to the hotel, I think, with the green paper in his hand that means approval. I cannot tell you what an up and down roller coaster that time was in El Salvador. You know, coming from a family that was really privileged, and I always felt like my parents had the right plan for me. Coming from that upbringing to getting to see my family, my in-laws, my brothers and sisters that I had never met, it was a shock to the system. To see that they didn't have regular electricity, they didn't have running water that was consistent. And the week that we came there, literally, they announced on the news that the very first minimum wage had been approved for workers in El Salvador. And you know what it was? 20 cents. 20 cents. So it was such a learning experience. And I fell in love with my family so quickly. But it just broke my heart how we treat immigrants and refugees. And I knew that, you know, I had been married before and it didn't work out, but this felt very different. This was my gift from God for a marriage that was peaceful, loving, and very happy. So this meant everything. This absolutely meant everything. During the time that we were there, it ended up stretching out for months. And when he finally was approved, we had spent over $30,000 to get this process done. Now, when I think about the immigrants and refugees that I know, how in the world would they be able to come up with $30,000 for residency? For us, we didn't have $30,000, but we had a home church, and it was the Methodist Church in Mount Vernon. And just as I recommend to everyone who talks to me about immigration, I suggest that they reach out and know somebody who's in this immigrant refugee community. Build a relationship. Get to have some empathy and understanding for the life that that person has. Without that time, there's no way that people will understand the plight. And truth be told, I'm just a white girl from Iowa. I'm never going to know what it really means to live in El Salvador and to have that life. But I have been privileged enough to learn from my husband, and it's changed me forever. So after we got that residency, then I just was so in love with Iowa Justice for Our Neighbors. I had been volunteering since 2013, and so had Gabriel. But at that time, they hired me, and I became their director of development. My heart was all in. I cannot tell you how proud I was that I would have the opportunity to give back to other families that were very similar to ours. So once I was in Iowa Justice for Our Neighbors, over time, they decided that they wanted to merge with the American Friends Service Committee, who also did immigrant and refugee services, to become Iowa Migrant Movement for Justice, which still exists in Des Moines, does beautiful work. And I was the director of development for them as well. It became kind of difficult, though, because I had young children, and I was working out of my office at home and driving to Des Moines all the time. So the time came where I understood that God wanted me to kind of course correct. I had done a lot of work, felt very proud about it, but it was time to move on. So we're heading up towards 2021. In 2021, Gabriel got his citizenship. We worked so hard on that test. You know, everything they say about, like, if you're a kid that's gone through the education system in the United States, you're still not going to be able to take that test and pass it. It's really true. It really is. But what I will say is that we created flashcards, and we spent night after night starting with just a few and adding a couple more the next day. And after a long period of time, he was rattling off the congressman from Washington, or I don't know, stuff I didn't even ever know about. But he was successful again, and he got his citizenship. Now, the thing that I want you to understand is that back in the 80s, if an immigrant married an American, then they would get their residency and their citizenship relatively easily. But today, when you do it, the only benefit to marrying an American is that after the immigrant attains residency, you can apply for citizenship after 5 years. If you are not married to an American, then you have to wait 10 years. But that's it. That's the only benefit that he had by marrying me. And of course, the two of us knew that our relationship was very sincere and honest. But it brings you to a point where you realize there is no shortcut. There is no way for an immigrant to come and meet an American and make a false agreement anymore, because they do so much digging into your relationship. Which, you know, I guess that's good, because honestly, you know, we want people who have genuine relationships and so forth. But I cannot describe how many good families, how many honest people, hardworking individuals we have met in this process who deserve residency and citizenship just as much as we do. So today, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to share just a little bit of our story and let you know that we feel so welcome here. Thank you so much for being so friendly and welcoming. And again, we would be more than happy to answer any other questions you have later. Thank you. He's a pretty good guy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Gabriel. Oh, goodness.
I want to thank Mary Tomes for sending me this song a couple years ago. And it kind of waited, and now I'm in the right place, right? I see you're up there.
I was going to do the meditation.
Oh, sure. Thank you. I'm glad. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. Let's just take this feeling of love into our hearts right now. Breathe it in. Love knows no bounds, no boundaries, no limits. We know that when we open our hearts to the possibilities of life and love, we are truly, truly blessed to receive and to give. My heart is so full right now. So much gratitude for people who are willing to share their story, for people who are willing to take risks. And we all have that limitless potential available at any point, at any time, to receive that kiss on the cheek, a kiss of great spirit of love, that love that flows through me, that flows through you, that flows among us. And we know this truly is the divine spirit. Connecting us in all of our humanity. And we know that we have that opportunity to reach out, to open our eyes and see one another, to see the Christ in each and every person that we meet. We have the potential to truly connect heart to heart and soul to soul. And in that embrace of love, in those moments of connection, we are truly alive with spirit. We truly let our light shine for all to see. We see the light from another. And we welcome that light and we embrace that light. We envelop ourselves in the love that we are all so capable of giving and receiving and feeling the assurance that in our humanity we are divine. And we know that when we welcome the stranger disappears. Because no longer are they a stranger. They are we are they. So as we go forth in this day, we keep our hearts open to giving and receiving that love, that life, that possibility of connection. And as we extend our hand and our hugs and our smile, we know that we are truly being our best Christ self. And as we bring our attention back into this moment, let's go forth in love. Amen.
Okay, now I want to thank Mary for bringing me this song quite a while ago, but we finally found a place where it really fits. isn't it nice that we can dream of all the places we can't see, fly over oceans wide, do all the things you've never tried? And isn't it strange how you can go back to a home you've never known? It's like you were there before, a place you've been searching for. The new world waits inside your dream, and your heart knows the way. And isn't it nice to feel so free and love the way love's supposed to be, never with hurt or pain, never with something else to gain? And isn't it strange, it seems so clear that you have nothing here to fear, that somehow the morning light fades all the things you see at night. And the new world waits inside your dream, and your heart leads the way. And isn't it nice to let it go onto the life you'll someday know, and let the old world fade away? And once you're there, you'll know that you're inside. You cannot turn back when you open your eyes. New world waits inside your dream, and your heart knows the way. And isn't it nice to let it go onto the life you'll someday know, and let the real world fade? Isn't it nice to let it go onto the life your soul will know, and let the old world fade away?
All right. As our ushers come forward, we invite you to hold your gift in your hand and bless it. And for those of you online, we welcome you to visit unitycr.org for your gift as well. We bless these baskets and the good that they will soon receive. We see them as symbols of the potential available to each of us. And as we participate in the sacred act of giving and receiving, we give abundantly, we receive gratefully, and we give again generously. Please join me in the offertory statement. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
I think we have to kind of stand for this one. So go ahead and stand as you're able. Let's see.
Mine eyes have seen the coming of an age that is in me, when in every limitation I shall know that I am free from the ages rich in promise, and my soul has eyes to see. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. My soul has seen the beauty of a race from sorrow free, an age of faith and justice, truth and love and liberty. And I sing of love's great triumph in this time of jubilee. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. God's truth is marching on. I have seen the freeborn woman standing side by side with man. I have seen the nations brought until there is no tribe or clan, and the warlords all have vanished in the love of man for man. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. God's truth is marching on. God's truth is marching on.
Yeah, thank you. Join me in blessing our offerings. Freely we give and gratefully we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts, tithes, and offerings to the way, the work, and the will of the Spirit as it expresses itself through this ministry of love and service. And blessing of prayer intentions. We surround these members of our spiritual community who made their prayer requests known with our loving thoughts and prayers. We affirm and know that each person is blessed with wisdom and discernment, health and wisdom, and prosperity and wholeness in good measure. We release these requests, trusting that all is well. And thank you so much. We want to remind you that Rachel will be out in the foyer, ready to sign you up to help next Saturday for the CR Pride Fest. And also, please welcome and join Amy and Gabriel in the Sacred Grounds and Books. Have some coffee and chat. What? We got little sandwiches. That's an incentive right there. Awesome. Thank you. Yum. All right. So with that, we will go ahead and do our peace song.
1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be.
The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever I am, God is, and that's the truth.
Okay, so. This land is your land.
Okay.
Well, the sun comes shining. Well, the sun comes shining, and I was strolling, the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, a voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. The West Land was your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, to the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Take the last line. This land was made for you and me.